What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So as the title of today's video says, this video is all about what it's like to drive the 2018 Audi S3, and it's totally going to be a point of view style drive in the 2018 Audi S3 to give you guys a bit more of a first-hand experience of what that's actually like. It is a bit of a follow-on from last week's video in which I did the 1-year review, so I'm hoping that this is going to add a bit more value to that video and to you guys as well. So it's the first time I'm doing a video like this, so please leave some comments below. Let me know if you want to see more of this type of footage in future, and if you enjoy it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm basically just going to cycle through the different drive modes and tell you guys a little bit about it, and show you what it's like to drive the 2018 Audi S3. So let's start with efficiency mode. Okay, so starting with efficiency mode, right? So efficiency mode is basically all about saving fuel, and what the engine does is it tries to keep the rev ranges as low as possible and actually shift as soon as possible, all with the goal of actually keeping the revs low. What also happens is when you take your foot off the throttle, then the engine actually cuts power. You can actually see that on the dash now. As soon as I put my foot back on, then the engine actually resumes again. So it's quite neat. It does actually work, does actually save a bit of fuel, but I do find that the gearbox is not as responsive in efficiency mode. So just to give you guys a little bit of a demonstration, so this is about, call it 30-40% throttle in efficiency mode, and you can actually see we're in 7th gear already at about 80-90 km an hour. Let's take a look at comfort mode. Comfort mode is pretty much all about having a bit more of a comfortable drive. The steering is typically very light, or a lot lighter than the other modes. It doesn't really do much for engine response. It's pretty much, call it standard, if I can put it that way. Also gearbox response is also fairly standard, so this is kind of like your standard drive mode, if I can put it that way. Just to give you guys a bit of a feel for what the acceleration is like in drive mode, again, this is about 30-40% throttle. You can see the gears do change a little bit at a bit higher revs, so it's definitely a bit different compared to efficiency mode. Okay, let's go and take a look at dynamic mode. So dynamic mode, it's probably the best mode out of all the modes. Well suited to more spirited type of driving, and the revs also get dragged, the gears also get dragged out a lot further, and the revs change a lot higher. Also, of course, if you've got magnetic ride, then the suspension stiffens up a little bit, and it improves the handling. The steering, I can definitely feel, is a bit more stiffer compared to the other drive modes, so definitely one of, or at least my favorite drive mode. in dynamic mode, well, with all drive modes, you can actually put it into manual shift mode, which I quite enjoy doing. I'll do that now. And that's great if you actually want to go for some more spirited driving and be in control of the gear shifts. You can upshift and downshift just as you like. The light is fading a little bit, so I hope that this is all going to show up, but let's go for a bit more spirited driving in manual shift mode. Of course, you can also change with the gear lever as well and the paddle shifts, and that's the really awesome part about it. That's what I really actually enjoy. I'll just do a hard pull away in manual mode using the paddle shifts as well. Okay, so the last two modes that I would like to talk about is the auto mode. Auto mode I don't really use that often, to be honest with you. But it's basically sort of a mode that really adapts to your style. So if you like to cruise, then it's going to pretty much drive closer towards something like an efficiency mode. And if you actually want to put your foot down and really go, then the drive's going to be closer to that of a dynamics type of drive. So it's a very much an adaptive type of driving mode. And then of course there's individual mode, in which you can actually program your own driving style and yeah, and pretty much just tailor it to your driving style. So that's basically it in terms of the drive modes. The last thing that I wanted to show you guys is a point of view launch that I captured also a day or two ago. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy that. Yeah, until next time guys, cheers.